All right, so we're here with Thomas Henry. What'd you do today?
I got first place at the Super Release Tournament, Dragon Ball Super Release Tournament, playing Mecha Frieza.
Yeah,
It's not Mecha Apes, not Mecha GT, but Mecha Saiyans, Mecha Veggies, whatever you want to call them. You know, green good cards.
we had like 13 players today, so it was pretty
Yeah.
decent size for the most part.
Yeah, it was 4 rounds. I drew round one, and then I 2-0'd all my opponents until like the last round. I won 2-1.
Yeah,
And that was an insane game.
we're
Like,
just gonna get into the deck profile at this point.
yeah.
You've probably seen at least a couple of lists, but this one's, I guess, different.
Yeah, so Mecha Frieza, everybody knows what he does. Like, there's no reason to explain what he does. He needs to be like eroded or banned or something. But onto like the actual deck. Like I said, we played the vegan package, so we have 3 Kills, 3 Khalifa, and 3 Kaba.
4 Kyle.
Four Kabas.
4 of each of the
Four of
veggie
each.
package.
Yeah. And if you don't know what these cards do by now, like,
You're at a disadvantage.
yeah. Like, all of them are really good. Kaba reduces the counts of both of these by 1. It searches the top 10, grabs one of these two. If it's a Caulifla, then you can put it into play. Like, it's just really good. And Caulifla, when she's played, you take a life, so it helps you awaken. And everybody knows what Kill does. We play the 4 Trunks Bridge to the Future. Past turn 1, it's usually energy, like a green energy. But it helps you cycle through your deck. We played 3 Endless Evolution Brolys. The reason why I played this was because it's another card you can bring out with Shigesh against like Mecha Apes. If you play, like I play that matchup really defensively. So when they're forced to Shigesh and their King Vegeta on their turn, and on my defensive combo phase, I can Shigesh in this and kill it immediately before they have a chance to evolve on top of it. Or, if they decide they want to, summon their apes off of March first, you just punish them because none of this stuff has barrier. 3 Terrascythes, Goku Blacks. This card's amazing. I wouldn't play 4 because you have so many good Shigesh targets. Like, you usually only Shigesh to send maybe like once or twice, and then you like hard cast one of them. But it creates tokens, help you push for game, helps survive. And everybody knows the brokenness, the Shigesh. This card is insane. It lets you play like every single one of your Saiyans in your deck for free, including Kill if you have like a Kaba on board. Also lets you play this guy, the expanding explosive Spirit Son Goku. This card is just ignorant because you can bring it off of Shigesh and just kill any battle card that your opponent decides to put any combo power behind. MVP of the deck actually was Trunks Power Overseeing Time. This pretty much says I'm playing 7 Shigesh and you can't do anything about it. Like, this deck abuses Shigesh, so why not play a card that helps you abuse Shigesh even further? And it has double strike, so it can close games very easily. And that's all for the battle cards. Onto the extra cards. We have Rhoda for Saiyans. Like, that's all it's in here for, is to grab your Kabas, grab your Shigeshes. A lot of the time I actually grab the Trunks Power Overseeing Time to help me close games. 3 Cold Bloodlust. This card was amazing for me all day, mainly because I played like the mirror match and I played like some other like decks that weren't, aggro. So those helped a lot. 2 Flying Nimbus. This was okay. It did save me my final round, and I'll talk more about that later when I go over my match. What I played every round. And then onto the blue cards, we played 3 Monaka, Pot of Greed. Don't want 4 because it clogs. But today I actually wanted 4 because I never awakened like before turn 4 in every single one of my games. Like, it was insane. My hands were so bad, but we still played through it. 3 Sensu Beans. Didn't really miss the 4th. Didn't really need it. It helps me on the turns where I want to play double Cabo like turn 2 to try and hit the Caulifla if the first one whiffs or doesn't hit her. And then 3 Weese's Coercions. to round out the negate. So I was playing 5 negates in the main, and it was really good. Onto the side, we have the Typhlosions, which were my Terrascythe tokens. 2 Mass Saiyans for anything playing the Saiyan, the vegan package. So it actually went in because I played the mirror match round 1, and it was really good. Just more cards that they can't bloodlust if they don't have it. 3 Haru Haru versus anything yellow.
Absolute MVP against any yellow /
Yeah,
green deck.
like there was one game where I mulliganed like 3 cards and I drew 3 Haru Harus, and like my turn 3 was like Haru Haru into Haru Haru into Haru Haru into Mass Saiyan into a Kale, and he just like died. Like he just couldn't do anything to that board at that point. We played a 3 King Vegeta surprise attack. It's for like Mecha Apes and like red decks that play like Jiren and try and be cute and kill your stuff. So we're just being cute back and, just killing their Jiren before they could get any more value out of it. 2 Sun Goten Filming Justice. It's a way to kill Kabbas and Khalifas that your opponent can't bloodlust if they're playing the Mecha Mirror, but if they're playing the SS3 version, just more removal. 3 Crusher Ball versus any red deck. Crusher Ball. The 4th Bloodlust, just in case I was playing anything that was running like Kells or Mass Saiyan or any type of like a lot of removal. I needed the 4th Bloodlust to keep myself on board.
Yeah, just any aggro deck really.
Yeah. So like the red-black Mass Saiyan deck. And then the 4th Whis' Coercion. I wish this was a 3rd Flying Nimbus instead. I never wanted to side in a 4th Whis, but like during the aggro matches, I really wish I had the 3rd Flying Nimbus. Yeah. So this is probably gonna be a Flying Nimbus.
And then your matchups.
Oh yeah. So round 1, I play against the Mecha Veggie mirror match. Like I said, I played Haru Haru. He didn't. I swung wide. He couldn't do anything about it. And I kept him off of his Kells and Khalifas. Kabbas and Khalifas. Round 2 was the SS3 Buhan deck, which was, he really wasn't able to like play the game like at all. Like it was actually like pretty sad. He just couldn't get like started either game. I think one game he charged double red, which you need at least like a double blue for the 4-drop Boo, like really early. So there was that, and so that was like quick 2-0.
Yeah.
Round 3, I played against Mecha Apes, and game 1 was actually like pretty scary because like I didn't really like open well. I think I opened up like 3 Khalifas, and what ended up happening? He like marched, but he didn't have barrier to protect any of his stuff, which I've seen a lot of like Mecha Apes player like summon their apes before they like summon the barrier dude. And like at that point it's just free because you have so much removal in your deck that you just pick apart their board before they even have a chance to drop the barrier on their guys. And then round 4, I play against this like red Super Saiyan 3 deck, like Super Saiyan 3 Goku, but it was like red blue, and like it was like, I guess it was like a really good call because he played like other like Mecha decks and the other SS3 decks, and he made it to the finals. But like game 1, I just didn't let him away because every time he summoned Kaba, I just bloodlusted it or Crusher Balled it. Well, not game 1. Game 1 was just cold bloodlust. Game 2, I can't remember what happened, but he just like out comboed me and he was able to win. I think it was by like 5K or something. And then like game 3, I just Crusher Balled his Kabas, and neither one of us attacked each other by turn 8. And like by the time I was setting up a board, I had like 3 Khalifas, 4 Kabas, 3 Kales, 2 Brolys, and a whole bunch of other stuff, and he just couldn't survive.
Just couldn't deal with it.
He just couldn't deal with it. Like I just rushed the board. I actually had to use 3 Khalifas to awaken that game, which was pretty upsetting.
That's one of the games with the really poopy hands.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. But yeah, that's how my tournament report went.
Yeah, and then now he got first place. So it's pretty decent.
First place. First time ever getting first place at a release tournament. So I was pretty excited to win.
We'll hope to see you win another one, I guess.
Yeah, hopefully I do too. I have a case tournament at the end of the month. I'm planning on winning that too.
All right, that's the plan.
All right.